Ladies and gentlemen, grab your seats and grab your gum because now it is time for the Dirt and Turf podcast. I am Cobra, and I am joined by a very eclectic crew. I have Caesar, I have Kat, I have Alex. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
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 Great to see everyone here today. The World Series is here. It is underway, and it is not what we expected at all. Although, for some weird reason, it was somewhat how we expected it.
That's fair.
Because, facing off for the Commissioner's Trophy, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. If you have any idea what this means for everything, this means that Toronto fans will be insufferable if the Blue Jays win. And if the Dodgers win, Dodgers fans will be forever insufferable again. So, it's a lose-lose situation.
It really is.
All right. So, before we break down this game, I'm going to start with Caesar, Kat, and Alex. I want to know your opinion about the playoffs and this World Series. Take it away. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Caesar.
Well, I wasn't expecting the Blue Jays to make the World Series. I was expecting the Mariners, but congrats to the Blue Jays. I hope they beat the Dodgers. Probably take 7 games to win, but we'll see. The playoffs have been really good so far. I'm hoping for a good World Series. I might watch Game 1 tonight, but yeah.
Yeah. I will say this. I did not expect the Mariners to get as far as they did. However, I did expect the Mariners to falter in the end because this is what the Mariners do. You know, when Mariners tell fans to wear their cups, no, they're not wearing protective cups. No, they're wearing solo cups. So they always get kicked in the dick because that's Seattle Mariners baseball. Kat,
Hello.
Same question. What do you think about this year's playoffs and the World Series matchup that we have?
I think possibility. I think we all, except of course Dodgers fans and people who don't actually care.
And fraud.
I think. Wait, which one? Does he not care, or is he a Dodgers fan?
He doesn't care about us. He cares about the bottom line.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's really any business at this point. Everybody's just trying to survive, but I don't know. I feel like the situation with Kansas City where it came out that oh gosh, the refs really did make some calls for them. Wow, who could have thought it? I don't know. Everybody who watched the NFL. And I kind of feel like something like that is going to happen with the Dodgers. Like something's going to come out that somebody might have missed on purpose, or somebody might have. I don't know. I just now, granted, the Yankees had how long of a streak of going to the World Series? Like,
and they ended up being insufferable, and then they got beat by the Diamondbacks on the time of 9/11. It was hilarious.
yeah.
Fuck you, Rudy Giuliani.
So, I know it's possible for a team like this to have a really long win streak. I know it's possible for a team like this to get to the World Series year after year after year. But also, how much does like their name come into this? You know, oh, he's a really good pitcher. The umpires know that. So, how many preconceived notions come into play when it's the Dodgers or the Yankees? I To be quite honest, I am shocked that the Yankees did not make it this year. I really thought we were going to have a coast to coast World Series.
That's New York
I-
sports for you.
Hey, Billy.
Hello. Are we
So-
gonna talk? Are we gonna talk about managerials?
No, that's coming. That's coming. We're right now talking about the playoffs. Right now, talking about the playoffs. Talking about the World Series. Alex, go ahead.
I do think this playoff race has been really good for the World Series trophy. We've seen a lot of very tight series, but at the end of the day, these are the two best teams in baseball from both conferences. The Dodgers and the Blue Jays both won the conferences single-handedly, with mistakes or not. They both are big market teams. They're both the best teams in baseball. This is I think, a ploy by Rob Manfred, to get baseball in Canada more because Toronto sports sucks ass at everything. This is a ploy. If the Blue Jays win, then Toronto's gonna be lit on fire. If the Dodgers win, teams will be shouting from the rooftops for a salary cap because the Dodgers spent what $700 million on their roster to make it to another World Series that they might win again if the Blue Jays sell. Um, did I want the Mariners Brewers World Series? Yes. I wanted two teams that have won the World Series, the battle of the World Series. I thought that would have been a great one. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Baseball guys are like, nope, screw all of you. And I don't think the Blue Jays are going to win this series. But if it does come to this, I think Blue Jays might push it to 7. If not, Dodgers are going to win probably 5 or 6 games.
Interesting.
Very
Bi-
interesting.
Billy, tell us
And
your opinion
here's
about
the
the
first-
playoffs. And go ahead.
Here's the first person at bat for the game one. It's famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani,
Of course it is. Loser.
and he got hit. And he got hit by a pitch.
Of course he did.
Oh, and he got beaned.
No, he didn't. He's about the bat.
Way to bring my hopes up.
Man, we were all excited. Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I haven't been watching most of the playoffs because the Braves got eliminated.
Fair.
Makes
That's
sense.
it?
Yeah,
Nothing
they
else?
did on him.
Yeah. I've been focused on Cancun, Cat.
Oh dear. All right. So you know what? There's been some managerial rumbling as Billy has alluded to. Billy, can you get me up to speed on that one for a minute?
The San Francisco Giants have hired Tony Vitello as their new manager for the MLB.
That'll make
Wow.
Izzy happy.
And Ohtani struck out.
Woo!
Pretty sure he was the former Tennessee Volunteers coach for
Yep.
college baseball.
Why does it
Eh.
always have to be me? Why?
Because apparently the world hates Tennessee. But also apparently the Angels are going to get Suzuki. Think that's who they're going after, Kurt Suzuki.
What?
Yeah,
Former
it's
Cub player?
Yeah, it's not gonna be Albert Pujols.
Well, the Orioles were going after Pujols. I can't say his name.
Yeah.
Pujols.
Pujols.
Yeah, I thought that too. I wasn't sure how accurate that was.
Yeah,
How close they were to
it
deal with
seems
that.
like Albert Pujols is a hot commodity as a manager. I really don't know how effective he will be. But I do hope that with his credentials as a hitter, that Albert Pujols can actually bring his expertise to whoever picks him up.
That would actually be really nice. I think that was kind of my thought process when I first heard about the Orioles maybe going for him. Was that we've got some amazing hitters on the Orioles right now, and it just seems like they keep getting into these slumps. I mean, I could go back as far as Chris Davis, and just the slump that he was in, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's a dud," and the Orioles spent way too much money on him. Okay, the Orioles did spend way too much money on him, but I'm going to go back to the issue that the
I'm gonna hit
Orioles.
the road, guys.
All right, Billy, take care.
Thanks, Billy. I'm going to go back to the issue that I've talked about before with the Orioles. We have this incredible farm system, and we can develop these players all the way up to the majors, and then when they get there, like, okay, good luck, and they fall flat on their faces. And then people are shocked, but I'm like, I don't think we have the right people in place for our guys. So it
or
would be
you-
great.
Or you get a player, you build him up, and then some team that has the highest paycheck basically steals him away and he turns into a superstar. Hi, Jose Bautista.
Yeah. So I would like to see a win for the Orioles this offseason. It's going to come down to money, I think.
As it always does.
As it always does. And it's going to be interesting to see how the new ownership group handles it.
Yeah, I know money from experience. The Red Sox lost the opportunity to get Juan Soto because the Mets offered him like $2 million more than we did. And I was like, "You son of a gun!"
Yeah,
Like,
that kind of shit is a slap in the face. I'm sorry, I don't care what team it is. I don't care what player it is. Doing that kind of pettiness is a slap in the face to your fans.
because we were like front runners. We were like this, like a third team in consideration. And he was like, "Nope, I'm going back to New York." I'm like, "You just spent your whole career with the Yankees. Why would you go
To
to
Queens.
the Queens? Why? Just come to Boston." I mean, it worked out. We got Bregman anyways, who did great for us. But I'm like, the money is everything in baseball, and it's so irritating. This is why I'm screaming for a salary cap. Because trust me, the Dodgers have a salary cap. They're not spending $700 million on a roster to go to the World Series every year. They are not
Right.
because they won't be able to. They can't. And it's
Right.
bad for the Twins, the Athletics, the Diamondbacks, teams that don't have the money. The Dodgers have all the money in the world. The Mets have all the money in the world. The Blue Jays have all the money in the world. And it sucks. It's so stupid. I'm tired of it. Ron Manfred needs to be fired, replaced, or change the rules of baseball to make it better for the fans of these lower teams that can't do anything.
Yeah. I wouldn't say the rules of baseball. I would say the business aspect of baseball.
I think that's what Alex was referring to, was the business side of it.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking about the entirety of baseball itself. He was just talking about the aspect of the business side of it, which is the
Yeah.
scummy aspect of any of our favorite sports organizations.
It really
Whether
is.
whether it be the NFL, MLB, NHL, etc.
Yeah.
And as we've already seen, there's already there's one organization that's having a huge trouble with, money, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if there's a salary cap like for every sport, they won't be able to do this. And if the Dodgers lose all their players because they don't have enough money, what to do for them? That's their fault for dumping $700 million in players they can't re-sign because of how stacked their roster is. Trust me, they had Mookie Betts, the former Red Sox. I wanted to stay so badly, but didn't because of money.
I mean, you gotta think about the number 700 million. Like there are countries that don't have a budget that high.
Yeah. Yeah, Caesar, is there anything you want to add?
Well, my Minnesota Twins are looking for a manager, so I don't know who they're gonna get, but
I mean, not to jump different sports, but your Minnesota Vikings are also looking for a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is available. Just saying.
no.
Oh, come on. It's destiny. Brett
No.
Favre
Caesar, I
2.0.
like
Brett
you.
Favre 2.0. Welcome
I
to
just-
the podcast.
I just want JJ McCarthy back. That's all I want. But we'll see.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
No, I think they're overselling the ankle injury because they know he sucks.
Well, people tried to say Joe Flacco sucked for years and years and years, and yet here he is.
But he's the master DRM
Yeah.
punt. But
He's
we're kind of getting a little ahead of ourselves here, people.
We are.
Yeah.
It's Friday, not Saturday.
Exactly. So before we start wrapping this up, let's do a quick rundown. How long do we think this World Series is going to last, and who wins? Since going to go with Caesar, Cat, Alex, myself.
I'm gonna say 7 games and Blue Jays win it all.
All right, Cat.
I'm actually going to say the exact same thing. 7 games and Blue Jays.
I hate this World Series so much. I hate the Dodgers, and I refuse to root for an AL East division rival. But at this point, I have to because of my hatred to the Dodgers and those stupid salary cap nonsense. So I'm unfortunately going to agree and say Toronto in 7, even though my heart doesn't want me to. But I got to say it.
And I am actually going very screwy here. I am saying Dodgers in 6.
Wow.
Yep, I am saying
You just
Dodgers.
want to be different.
Hey, it's better.
Ooh.
Content. And speaking of content, if there is if there's anything that gets you content, and that is being very clean and wholesome, and you know what makes you clean? That's right, soap. And what soap do I like to use for men's hygiene? That would be Duke Cannon. Yes, our friends over at Duke Cannon Supply Company have everything you need this holiday season for your man in life, especially the Merry Sniffmas bundle.
Oh.
Yep, the Merry Sniffmas holiday bundle. Let me see, bring it up. Yeah, the Merry Little Sniffmas gift set. You get 3 colognes. You get the Sawtooth, the Buck Moon, and the Midway scents in a sprayable cologne. Not only that, but they also have the festive big ass bricks of soap in the Naughty and Nice gift set. Which would include the White Elephant, the Lump of Coal, the Illegally Cut Pine, the Peppermint Bark, Pipe Smoke, and of course Santa's Secret Rum. So if you want to shop around for the holidays and get yourself some good gift ideas, use our affiliate link down below in the bio wherever you get your podcasts. show the channel some love, and make sure to tell Duke Cannon that Cobra and Hand It Down Sports Media sent you. Thank you, Duke Cannon. So, and that is it for Dirt and Turf. Of course, special shout out to our other podcasts. If you were just joining us from Biscuits and Penalties, thank you. Which is our hockey podcast. Then tomorrow, I don't know what time, because Kat will be hosting the Hard Count tomorrow. So, because I am taking a hiatus, just a week break. Then, of course, we have the Handed Down Beatdown, or Pro Wrestling Podcast, which will be next week. That's our Pro Wrestling Podcast. We have the Lap Down, our NASCAR podcast. Passing the Pigskin, our college football podcast. And, of course, a Handed Down Bench. Where we get to talk random BS when we get that set back up. We've been kind of busy with the other podcasts, and, life has just been taking a hold of us. It happens. So, hopefully, the World Series isn't ended by the next time that we see you, because on behalf of Caesar, Kat, Alex, and Billy, it's time to play ball. Play ball, everyone. See ya.